Drop the bomb on your house first. Drop the bomb on your house first. Asshole. People like that drop the bomb on their house first. Anyway, we're proceeding up Powell on our way to Union Square for more speakers.
I'd be a little upset if a few foreign F-16s flew over their homes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Off a little bit.
People get weirded out by the Blue Angels.
Yeah.
Anyway, police have been nice enough to block off Deary Street for us. And we got a crowd of about 100, maybe 150 people here. We've taken to the streets. And Ron Powell at Geary near Union Square. I'm doing a commentary. I live stream. So, at any rate, lots of great people down here today. It's a beautiful day here in San Francisco, as usual in the summer. About 70 degrees, 65, 70. And we're marching up to Post and Powell for no intervention. No U.S. intervention in Syria. Hashtag is no war in Syria. So if you want to retweet that out. Oh, I got it. Yeah, thanks, man. I mean, it's okay, now I am going to hang out at Union Square, but after that, if people want to walk through and march more, it's up to them. But I'm not going to follow everybody all over God's creation. Nice militant crowd here. People are marching down Post Street. I need a break. We will be out here tomorrow, starting at 4 p.m. So do join us, the Pirate. So we'll be here tomorrow at Powell Market at 4. This will be the Occupy/Anarchist contingent. And then again on Saturday at 1 p.m. down at UN Plaza. Also on Monday, we'll be at Bradley Manning / Chelsea Manning Plaza, downtown San Francisco, to celebrate Labor Day. So come down and join us. That starts at 10 a.m. Continue on, folks. So glad you're watching.
I'm going to change it a little bit. Billions from Walmart won't be deported. If they certainly can, they would allocate their funds differently. Yes? U.S. NATO! Hands up, Syria! U.S. NATO! Occupation is a crime.
From Syria to Palestine.
Occupation is a
From
crime.
Syria to Palestine.
Occupation
Nice
is
pace
a
on this
crime.
march.
Syria to Palestine.
Occupation is a crime.
Syria to Palestine.
I actually think that statement is really important. Syria has been a supporter of the Palestinian liberation movement for a long time. And I think Palestine is one of the key issues in the region. What's been going on there is absolutely horrendous for the people of Palestine. And I want to just do this quick chant.
Gonna wait for some of the people towards the back to come by. We got a nice crowd of about 100, maybe 150 people here. Out here against U.S. intervention in Syria. Lots of great people. I do believe that the march is going to finish up here at Geary and Powell. And that should be it. I'm going to take my time, kind of keeping an eye on things. Watch out for these guys right here, these undercover agents provocateurs. I'm sorry. Okay, they're gonna march back down to Powell Street. So we'll see what happens here. Anyway, we're going to try and catch up with the rest of the demonstration. As soon as this light changes. And I could actually do this faster sitting down. As you can see, take away his peace prize. He's not a man of peace. Obama wants war. Endless war. Sorry about that, folks. So we're back down here at Palin Market at the cable car turnaround. Back to where we started. Against U.S. intervention in Syria. Glad you're watching. The hashtag for this event is No War in Syria. So if you want to retweet that out, that would be really great. Thanks a lot. This is your intrepid live streamer, Freeman Sullivan, out here. And we're here in beautiful downtown San Francisco once again.
To have the money to go to war. If they don't have the money for teachers, they fire tens of thousands of teachers. They don't have the money for food programs, so they cut 300,000 women off the WIC program. They don't have money to fund healthcare. They don't have money for anything but war.
All right, brothers and sisters. Thank you for making it back.
Without
We're
any
going to
violence.
wrap up this action. And it's very important, the route that we took.
Pardon me,
Again,
sorry.
because we're trying to reach the public that always gets bombarded on CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, all the news channels that have the same orientation towards Syria. That they're somehow humanitarian intervention involved when we bomb and kill a sovereign nation. And that's not what we believe in. We want you, please, if you have not signed up, we ask that you sign up. If you just joined us, sign up. We have an action coming up on Saturday. People are going up with clipboards. The action on Saturday is starting at 12 o'clock right here. We need a people's movement. We need an anti-war movement. But that anti-war movement also needs to make the connection that it isn't just the oppression of U.S. militarism abroad, but that more and more we have a militarized state at home, a state that now has the right through the NSA to investigate our homes, investigate our lives, and then is militarizing its own police more and more to house black and brown people, to house poor people in this country. So when the U.S. says it's sending democracy, when the U.S. says it's somehow opening it up to a freer world, look at us here. How free are we here? Those that can go shop, those that have the resources to actually spend their money, who actually have a job, it's few of us. More and more, there's a pool of unemployed. More and more, there's a pool of students with mounting debt where they will have to pay for the rest of their life. That is the freedom and democracy that they want for Syria, and they want to bring it about through bombs, through killing. So we ask again, we're going to wrap up this rally. We ask that you sign up. We ask that you get a flyer. We ask that you meet other organizers, other groups, because again, people think that this is the end. It's not. Organizers do not think this is the end. This is only a step to organize a people's movement, a step to organize. We must get organized, brothers and sisters. Thank you for coming out.
All right. Yay. So a good crowd out here in the spirited march. Live here from downtown San Francisco. We're so glad you joined us. Join us again tomorrow at 4 p.m. We'll be back at the same spot down here at Palin Market at 4 p.m. So join us for the live stream then. This is your intrepid live streamer, Freeman Sullivan, signing off. Everybody have a good evening.